Hey, good morning, guys. Good morning. Hey, I don't know if you noticed, but that timer, it seems like it jumps around, it pauses, it skips. It's crazy. I don't know. I may stop using that and just go full on live. But welcome again to the 10-minute man mastery mentoring moment where we're going to continue our talk about the Maxwell disc method. And we talked about the D, the dominant, the I, the influencer. Now we're going to talk about the S in disc, D-I-S-C. The S. The S is a more reserved and people-focused environment. You know, we talked about the four quadrants of personality styles. We got people focused and task focused. Then we have outgoing and introverted or not as outgoing. Okay, and sometimes the ones who are less outgoing are not really introverts. They're just not as communicative, if you will, or connecting as some because they are more reserved. But the S falls in the line of people focused and more reserved, the more reserved type. So let's talk about that for the next few moments, because when you understand that this may be you and your personality style, if you understand that, then you'll understand also that this is probably the way that you communicate and the way that you connect with others. Now, communicating is your style, connecting is their style. Remember this. Communicating is your style, connecting is their style. That's why it's important to understand how you communicate and how to transfer that and translate that into how do I connect with the other person and their style. Now, this might be you if you're an S. Now, if you're not an S, if you're a D, I, or a C, or an S also, you still have to connect there. This is a way for you to also understand, well, this is a person in my presence. This person is an S type. And so this is how I need to approach this person if I want to make that connection. Because listen to me, relationships are about connecting with other people where they are, not expecting them to connect with you where you are. When you do that, then the law of reciprocity and the law of attraction actually kicks in, where people will connect with you where you are. But the main goal here, especially if you are an influencer, especially if you're a leader, especially if you're a parent or you're in a community, if you're looking to build your business, especially in your business, then you need to learn, how do I connect with this person? First of all, how do I identify their personality style? And then how can I connect with them where they are in order to make that connection? Okay, that's important. It's huge. And I wish more people would understand that and be more intentional about that. So let's get started. All right. Okay, so an S. As an S, you make sure that the group is relaxed and comfortable. You're the calm person in the room. You're the one that eases, because you like calm. You don't like things chaotic. You want people to feel comfortable. So you're very much focused on people skills and people relationships, how they connect. So you're the calm person in the room. You also help to mediate some of the problems, which is also a key strength for an S type. Your ability to be transparent and authentic with people resonates best with them. And leaders, this is something you need to adopt as well. Be more authentic and transparent. Transparent leadership is a greater trait than just intentional leadership and just push. Okay, so you want to be transparent, and you also want to be very authentic with people. Let them know the real deal. All right, some of the strengths of an S type is you're reliable, loyal, systematic. Okay, systematic. I mean, you don't like a lot of change. You like things in process. You like processes. Good listener and a mediator. This is the person a lot of times, in your midst, that if you have a problem, you can go to them and they'll listen to you. They might even try to help you resolve some of your issues as well. They're a safe person. The S also, in my opinion, is the safe person to go to. Okay, so think of S as a stable person, a person who doesn't like change. They like but a safe person as well. And this is the majority of the people when it comes to personality assessments. The majority of people are in the S category. So you can know that if you learn to communicate and connect with an S type, you're communicating and connecting to the majority, and that's going to get you further. All right, weaknesses. Some of the weaknesses of an S, right? Lack of self-motivation. Sometimes you need somebody else to encourage you. Resistant to change. This is a big thing. They don't like change. They'll change, but they don't like change so much. They like things to be as they are. That's where stable comes in. They can be sometimes sensitive. Also, difficulty establishing their priorities. Okay, sometimes their priorities will alter because what they're concerned about is, how does this make other people feel, and they might set their priorities aside to focus on other people's priorities. So this is a very caring, kind person. You know somebody like that right now. Also, they like to avoid confrontation. They're not confrontational. for them to stay focused, for you to stay focused, if you're an S type, you need more security. You need to make sure things are going to be okay, nothing's going to change, everything's all right. Okay, you need to have a plan. You need to learn how do I plan? How do I create a plan of approach should something arise that I don't feel comfortable with? Okay, and also appreciation, showing appreciation for others as well, and this is something you do very well. Now, how is an S type motivated? Motivated by security and feeling appreciated. You know, you feel that you make a difference and that you matter. So as a D or an I or a C, you want to make sure also to feed into that. S types want to know that they matter. How can you tell an S type right off the bat? They want to talk about family and weekend and time with other people. They're concerned about other people. This is predominantly an S type. Okay. Um, when you're stalled, consider a mentor to review what you have completed and provide you with the appreciation and assurance needed to continue. When you get to a place and you're not sure, get with somebody who can look over what you're doing, be a thinking partner. A coach is a great person to also have in your toolbox that you can run ideas by, run programs by, run a process by, run your thoughts by, and they're going to help you talk through that and navigate so that you feel more confident because you're looking for confidence and stability. And this is one thing you can do. So find the people, the right people. That's important. The right people who are invested in you and your growth and your future, okay, and your success, not just the person who wants to make you feel good. Okay, you want to feel good. You want people to make you feel good, but you don't want a bunch of yes people around you. That's not going to help you. Okay, don't put off showing others the whole project. Share it in small sections so you receive multiple assurances while methodically moving through your action item without pressure to complete it in one sitting. So share your project, share the increment, share this as just breaking down. How can I share with somebody my, where I'm at now? I'm an ISD collection on my disk, ISD, right? And it's actually influencer is the identifier for that. So as an S, I do want some appreciation for some of the little things I do. So what I do is I share small parts of what I'm doing with specific people, like I did this morning with my daughters. Actually, I shared with them some things and to get their feedback as well. Something that I'm working on, a huge project that I'm not publicizing yet, but I want to share that a little bit. I want them to take a look at it and give me some honest feedback too. So I'm also vulnerable and transparent. Blind spots. You do have blind spots, just like every personality style does. Learn to accept change. This is the thing. You got to learn to accept. Sometimes change is going to happen, period. It doesn't matter what you do, okay? Doesn't matter. Your best laid plans are going to be set aside by some hiccup in the system, hiccup in the process. Somebody else's decisions happens to alter your stability. So you got to be willing and ready to adjust to change. And then here's what I would encourage you. Step back, pause, okay? Observe the situation, assess the situation, determine your course of action, and then step back into it. So always step back, observe, assess, okay? Formulate a plan, and step forward again, okay? This is going to help you in adjusting change. How do I respond to change? How should I respond to change? How will I respond to change? How am I going to? So you want to do it. Also, balance the needs of others with your own. This is where S's sometimes get the priority aspects wrong. It's because they'll put somebody else's needs above their own, which is a great and great character's trait, and it's very unselfish and sacrificial. But if you're neglecting your own home, you can't go and take care of the home next door. You got to take care of home first. You got to take care of you first before you can take care of others. Okay, so make sure to balance the needs of others with your own. Some of the key strengths that you could really leverage and really help you connect with others as an S, helping people feel comfortable, and then finding middle ground, common ground. That's the negotiation aspect. That's the mediator in you. But where is the middle ground? Okay, if you're the mediator, you see two opposing arguments here. You look at, well, where is the middle ground? Where can we come together? And that's why it's important that we have mediators, and that's where the S's really come into play. Your biggest fear is not feeling secure, okay? And in situations like that, you'll usually withdraw from a situation that causes you to feel insecure and not safe, okay? You like stability. All right, so if you know this and you're one of any other types of personalities, and you know that I need to connect and communicate with this person based on what I know about the S. They want stability. They want to be able to share short wins with you and share their ideas with you. They need to prioritize. An S needs to prioritize their priorities and not place everybody else above them. While it's nice to have that, it's also detrimental to that individual. And eventually, that individual, because they are more of a people person, they have people emotions and limits, and they will eventually just falter to a point of stress. So you want to focus on that as a leader. If I have an S, I need to be sure to keep them focused and help them on their direction. All right, my friends, catch me next time where we're going to talk about the C, the final personality style in the DISC model. And then what we're going to do after that is we're going to talk about how you communicate with each type if you are a certain type. If you're a D, how do I communicate with an S or a C or an I? If I'm an I, how do I make that connection with them? So the first part of this is really just identifying who you are, recognizing that. And then the next part that we're going to come to, which I will say part 2, this is, I don't know, part 1. But anyway, but that's what we're going to talk about next in a couple of videos. So this next one coming up is about the C, okay, which is they like things clarified. These people are very, they are very organized. So we're going to talk about those next time. Until next time, make sure to go check out the manmasteryclub.com for merchandise and programs as we continue to develop that program and add value to men, husbands, fathers, and leaders. Help them become better influencers. All right, my friends, always reach out to me at j@manmasteryclub.com, and I'll be happy to answer any questions or guide you or mentor you, coach you, or whatever that you may need, and be just a listening ear. All right, my friends, God bless. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.